we have to pay attention to what time it is. And I'm not talking of time as we count here on this planet Earth, because if we look at the solar system, different planets operate with different time scales, different time counting. The entire cosmos, our entire galaxy operates on different time. The cosmos operates on different times. So we have to expand our minds to see what time it is. And to understand this, we have to pay attention to astronomical events, to astrological events, to zodiac wheel of time. We know that at this age, at this moment, the sun is stepping into the next zodiac constellation called the constellation of Aquarius. So you hear so many people telling you that we are in the age of Aquarius, and they are right when they say that. What this means is that for the next 2000 years plus, the sun will continue to dwell in this particular house, on this particular constellation. In ancient time, the 12th zodiac constellation, this wheel of time, the 12th zodiac constellation used to be called the 12 houses. It is from these that you get the 12 tribes of Israel. 12 is very significant in occultism. We see that the sun has left the house of Pisces, or the constellation of Pisces, because for the past 2000 years the sun has been in the constellation of Pisces, and now it is moving into the new age. That's very important, and pay attention to this age we are stepping into. Pay attention to what the cryptocrats are doing, for what the Luciferians are doing, those who practice dark magic, right? Because whenever you have a new age unfolding, is a time they engage the population into all kinds of atrocities, all kinds of evils, because many people will tell you that they're initiating this age to be the great age of Satan. This age we're stepping into was supposed to be the age of wisdom, understanding. Even if you read the Bible, you see there were places where the Bible alluded to, in the future I'm going to pour out my spirit upon all flesh. That is what the age of Aquarius signifies. The age of enlightenment, the age of knowledge and freedom from bondage, freedom from the constraints and the controls of religion that have had grip on humanity's consciousness for thousands of years. The age of Aquarius will shatter all those things. But again, the cryptocratic elite want to prepare ahead of you to continue to keep you in bondage, because they want your soul energy. They want your soul energy. That's why they want to keep you in bondage. And before I move any further, get this book. It's called The Aquarian Message. Aquarian Message, talking about this Aquarian age we're stepping into. If we read the Bible very well and we know how to decipher the Bible, we understand that the Bible is full of zodiac astrology. This is what your pastor hates to hear, because they're lying. They're fucking lying to the people, and they are hiding the truth. I mean, when I say they, I'm not talking of your pastor. I'm talking of those who control religion, those who control the population, are hiding zodiac astrological information from the Bible. They're hiding such information from you, because when you know it, you can see the world better. You can know what time it is and what time we are stepping in. The Bible is full of zodiac symbolism, zodiac astrology. The Bible is full of astro mythology. Let's go to the Gospel of St. Luke, the New Testament. If you read Luke chapter 22, you see there is a place where Jesus spoke about this coming age. And you see, this time we are in, he spoke about it when he was preparing for the Passover. When he was about to give up his life, he was preparing for this moment with his disciples, and he told them, you go into the city, you are going to see a man carrying a pitcher of water or a jar of water. He said, follow him. Do you understand? This is purely zodiac. He was alluding to the future age to come, this age. Because if you look at the zodiac wheel of time, the symbolism of Aquarius is a man carrying a pitcher of water or a jar of water, pouring the content down. That is what the Bible alluded in the coming age. I'm going to pour out my spirit on all flesh. It's the age of freedom, the age of liberation from the constraints of culture, from the constraints of religion, from the constraints and the control system of the elite. So that was what Jesus made reference. He said, when you go to the city is the zodiac constellation, right? He said, you will see a man with a jar of water. I need you to put on search engine the sign or the symbol of Aquarius. You're going to see what he talked about there. Why did he say this? Because during the time 2,000 years ago when Jesus was on this planet, the sun was in the constellation of Pisces, the two fish or the fish, and they told you symbolically in the New Testament. He fed the multitude with how many fish? 2 fish. Understand what they're talking about, because people don't get it. 2 fish. I need you to put on search engine the symbol of Pisces. The zodiac symbol of Pisces is 2 fish swimming like an opposite. And if you read the New Testament very well, you see that a lot of fish symbolism. He talked about fish a lot, right? He chose the fishermen. He fed the multitude with fish. Multiple instances in the New Testament where they are covertly telling you that what they were talking about was a symbology, a symbolic representation of the age where the sun was 2,000 years ago. Now the sun is leaving that constellation of Pisces, stepping into the new era. Why is it important for us to understand what age we are in? Because as I say, the cryptocrat, the Luciferians, the multiple secret societies, the Rosicrucians or the Rosy Cross secret societies, Freemasons, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, Order of the Eastern Star, many of these secret societies understood something you don't know. They know what time it is in terms of cosmic time, and they are preconditioning everyone. They are initiating the masses into the era, and they want to turn this era of freedom into the era of enslavement, right? They want to enslave everybody in the new age of freedom because they don't want to let you go. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to retain your soul freedom, because these people feed off of your soul energy. You're talking of psychopaths. You're talking of subspecies of humans within us, right? They're psychopaths. I need you to get this book to understand that one of the greatest lies they've told us is to make us believe that everybody who has a physical body has soul. No, it's one of the greatest secret hidden from humans on this planet. Read this book, Without Conscience, the disturbing world of psychopaths among us. Who are these people among us? Who are these creatures among us? People tell you they are subspecies within us who lack souls. They are your rulers, they are your leaders. You're wondering why some people can drop bombs and kill innocent children, men, women, destroy everybody, and they don't feel the way you do. They don't feel the way you do. They are not you. Read this book, The Soulless One, Cloning a Counterfeit Creation. Very important book. Very good book with good information to see who you live on this planet with. Read this book again by Thomas Sheridan. He put up many books talking about the psychopath. He tells you these are not your humans as you think they are, because they are devoid of conscience, right? They don't have conscience. Don't tell me their conscience are dead. They don't have it, because they are different species, right? Defeated demon, freedom from consciousness parasite in psychopathic society. This book is rich. The secret societies are performing mass ritual to initiate the society into the next age. You see, many people are talking about the Great Reset, and this Great Reset corresponds to us stepping into the Age of Aquarius. The world is never going to be the same, and it is not by accident. During the Age of Pisces, they have retained control over the soul of humanity, and they want to continue retaining control, grip on the consciousness of humanity. They don't want to let go because you provide energy for them to exist. The psychopath, the Luciferians, the evil soulless parasites that exists here on this planet with us cannot live without us. If you have soul, they feed off of your soul consciousness, and multiple people, majority of people on this planet are not quite aware of the existence of these subspecies of humans among us who lack souls. They are called organic portals. They are called the soulless ones. They are called the artificial ones. They are called the inorganic ones, right? Empty vessels. Name them. They are organic portals because they are conduit through which darker interdimensional energy operates in the visible light spectrum, in the physical reality. They are only empty, they're like doorways through which astral parasites or entities control and dominate souled human. Their agenda, knowingly or unknowingly, is to distract souled human. That is the purpose for which psychopaths exist on this planet. And those who are in therapy understand that you cannot reform a psychopath. You cannot reform a psychopath because they don't have soul. What makes you empathic? What makes you loving? What makes you not to manipulate people is because you have soul. They don't have soul and they don't feel the way you do. And they are your rulers on this planet. And they are sitting on your head. They design all the control system on this planet that keeps your soul trapped in the three-dimensional cognition, the three-dimensional reality. So let's talk about the new age we are stepping into, the Age of Aquarius, right? As I say, the secret societies, multiple of them. You're talking of the assassins. You're talking of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. You're talking of Freemason. You know, many people in Freemason don't know what is happening. It's when you go to the top, they initiate you, they open your eyes, you know that you're worshiping Lucifer. It's Luciferianism, right? So multiple secret societies understand what time it is. They know what time it is, and you see them down through the ages saying things like the Philosopher's Stone. You hear words or concepts like the Philosopher's Stone. You hear concept like the Holy Grail. You hear concept like alchemy, divine alchemy. They are talking of their great work. The great work, you know, in Freemason you hear the great work, the great agenda, the great plan. Many people in the New Age movement call it the New World Order. That is what all those concepts signify. The great work, the New World Order, the Philosopher's Stone they have been looking for, the Holy Grail they have been looking for, is no other thing but transhumanism. Remember, I told you that these people are psychopaths. Read this book, the soulless ones. They're living among us. These are different entities. These are psychopaths. They are clones within humans, right? They exist here within us. They are consciousness parasites. They mimic you. They mimic your humanity, but they are not truly human, right? They're not truly human, because to be human is to have soul. The soul is what makes you human. If you don't have soul, you are not truly a human, so to say. You're just a vessel, right? So these people have been searching for immortality for a long time, because they don't have, if you don't have soul, you cannot go to other multi-dimensional, what Christians may call heaven. They know that. They They know that because they're organic portals. So in order to attain immortality, they are doing it using technology, right? They are using it. They want to attain immortality using technology. And you see them talking about digital immortality. That is their goal. And all these philosopher's stone they have been looking for. Philosopher's stone is the perfection of the mortal man, the perfection of the biophysical nature of man. And they are going to do this through argumentation, through digital prosthetics, through neuro implants. They want to live on this planet for immortality. They know who they are. You don't know who they are because these are not what school teaches you. You're not going to go to school and they teach you the truth that some people who cohabit this planet with us are soulless. Jesus, again, covertly was hidden. Jesus spoke about this again in the parable of the wheat and the tare. He said they are growing together. The farm or the field where the wheat and the tare are growing together is the cosmic plane, is this planet. We're growing. If you have soul, there are organic portals, there are inorganic ones, there are soulless ones who exist here with you. That's what Jesus said, that a king or a man planted wheat in his farm, in his field. And why? He said, while he sleep, the enemy came and sowed tares. And then in the morning, the servants went there and discovered that the tares were growing with the wheat. And they went back to the master and say, I thought you planted wheat. How come we seen all these tares growing together with wheat, with your good wheat? He said, let's go and uproot them. But the king told them, no. Why did he say no? Because you cannot distinguish. If you look at everybody, we all look alike. You cannot distinguish who is sold and who is soulless. You see, it is at the time of harvest we separate the chaff from the tare. So that parable was talking about the inorganic ones, the artificial ones who are parasites living with humans here on earth. And this guy who does a lot of research called them, told you that they are subspecies within us. People are not waking up to this. They are subspecies. He refers to them as parasites and demons. They don't have soul. They're empty. They're empty. They mimic humans. They're not truly humans, right? So, and these are often the governors, the leaders of the planet. They control major avenues of power, right? They control all doors. They hold all keys to major powers, economic power, political power. They are your rulers. They are the one who is controlling the physical dimension. Most of them belong to the secret societies. Get this book to understand secret societies, because many people don't study secret societies, right? I think this is by Life magazine, The Hidden World of Secret Societies, an illustrated history of the most mysterious organizations. Read this book. Very good book. Read this book. Again, I like to give material. We're not just talking, because we do research. We're not just talking. We're not conspiracy theorists. We are looking at facts, right? This book is by Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teachings of All Ages. This book is dense. It's a very important book to have in your archive. Read this book. It says Satanists rule over us. You need to understand the secret society to even understand the political world or what is going on in the society. If you don't understand secret societies, you are not going to understand a thing. Satanists rule over us by Adrian Bonington. Satanists, who are your rulers? Read this book. It's called Illuminati Unmasked, and the subtitle is Everything You Need to Know About the New World Order and how we will beat it. When you say New World Order, people just what conspiracy theorists say. Amazing that people who call others conspiracy theory, they don't really study. They're not intellectuals. They don't look at history, right? They watch TV, right? Read this book again, The Holy Grail. As I said, when these people are talking about Holy Grail, they are talking of transhumanist era. Read this book. The Serpent Grail. The Serpent Grail, talking about the Holy Grail. Another book, I like to give a lot of materials for those who like to do further research, right? Forbidden History. It's a prehistoric technologies, extraterrestrials, intervention, and suppressed origin of civilization. You're not going to learn this stuff in school because the school system is a place for indoctrination. Read this book again. I'll try to hurry up. Read this book again. The Round Table. You say, who controls the world? You see, most of these seemingly political organizations, you know their origin. Where did they came from? Who formed them? For what agenda do they exist? You see, who controls the world? You see, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Royal Institute of International Affairs, United Nations, the Bilderberg Group, and the Club of Rome. You need to understand who these people is to begin to have a mental structure, a mental map, blueprint of how this world works. Read this book, The Battle Hymn, Revelation of the Sinister Plan for a New World Order. Subtitle is Revelation of the Sinister Plan for a New World Order. You see, a lot of people are talking about the New World Order. Yes, it's real. It's real. It's not conspiracy. Read this book to understand the history of Lucifer. I make a lot of reference about Luciferians, and I'm not just saying this out of thin air. I've done some research on secret society, and they are inducting the entire masses of the global population into the Luciferian age, or the great age of Satan. So the secret history of Lucifer, right? And the meaning of the true Da Vinci Code. The meaning of the true Da Vinci Code. The World Order. The Secret Rulers. A study of the hegemony of parasitism. You see, many writers describe this soulless parasite who rule over us, who control the world, as parasites. If you want to understand secret societies, this book is very important. The World Order. You know, by the time you open your mind to knowledge, you see that the world is not what the school or the church is teaching you, right? A history of secret societies, right? You see, from the assassins to the Rosicrucians. Who are the Rosicrucians? Remember, if you understand the history of what you call Enlightenment in Europe, European Enlightenment, you cannot talk of Enlightenment, the Age of Enlightenment, without talking about the Rosicrucians. They are the one who initiated enlightenment. It's a religious concept, you know, spiritually enlightened, because that is the concept they use in their organizations, in their secret societies. You know, they consider the rest of the population as unenlightened. They consider themselves as spiritually enlightened. They are in the known. So you can't talk about European Enlightenment, the Age of Enlightenment that brought, quote unquote, civilization, that brought advancement in the human intellect, without talking about the Rosicrucian secret societies. Fact. This book, A Brief History of Secret Societies. A Brief History of Secret Societies. The subtitle is An Unbiased History of Desire for Secret Knowledge. Secret knowledge. Remember, what rules the world is knowledge. What controls the world is knowledge. This book is by Michael Bradley, the one who wrote Iceman's Inheritance, a very good researcher. He is one who wrote Iceman's Inheritance. And this book says, Secrets of Freemason. Who are the Freemason? What do they do? Who are they? You need to understand who rule over you. How can you live on this planet you don't understand who control you? See? Again, The Brotherhood of Darkness. The Brotherhood of Darkness by Dr. Stanley Monteith. Dr. Stanley Monteith. Brotherhood of Darkness, right? Read this book. Very good researcher, Jim Morris. Jim Morris, Our Occulted History. Do the Global Elites Conceal Ancient Aliens, right? This book, a very good historian, socio-political and economic analyst, Carol Quigley, The Anglo-American Establishment. Very good book. Read this book, full spectrum dominance, totalitarian democracy in the New World Order. See, many writers are exposing to you the New World Order for those who want to know. So, the point I'm trying to say, and I just gave few of this book as recommendation for those people who would like to begin to look into secret societies and who is controlling the world. Get some of these books and study them to be able to begin to have a little idea of how fucked up the society and the society is, and how these people are controlling the human beings. So, as I was saying, we are in the age of Aquarius, and the Luciferians are turning this age into the great age of Satan. They are turning this age to be the great age of Satan, because this is supposed to be the age of great knowledge, the age of freedom, the age of spiritual liberation. But they don't want it to be like that. So, and those who are in the known are initiating the age of technological. They want the world to change technologically, and they want people to be hooked up to the new digital reality, the new digital cyberspace, the new digital world of artificial intelligence. So the thing they have been talking about for ages, about the great work, about the Holy Grail, about the search for Philosopher's Stone, about alchemy, the divine alchemy, all have to do with transhumanism. That's what it boils down to. All this with transhumanism. So this is very important age for the Luciferians, for the technocrat, for the secret societies, because they are telling us in few years' time, 2030, 2045 is the projected time when artificial system, the intelligence of computer will outsmart human intelligence by 1 billion times, and the society, the world in terms of technology will have reached something they call singularity. Once that happens, you see that humans as you know it will end. People don't believe this. People don't believe that there are people there's a global agenda to usher humanity into the next phase of digital technological control. Now they are building all kinds of devices, right? They want to upload your consciousness. Many of them are talking about it boldly, but people don't pay attention. They want to upload your consciousness into the machine. They want to upload your mind, your spirit, into the digital world. They want to capture you like a genie in a bottle, because they know who you are. You are a multi-dimensional spiritual being under the hegemony, under the control of astral vampires, under the control of fallen angels. They don't want you to escape the physical dimension, the physical reality. They want to control you forever, because they know once you have soul, you have the possibility of escaping this physical third density reality. They can't leave. They are in the abyss. They and their masters are in the abyss. I know when I say the abyss, you know what I'm talking about. What people call hell. The lower astral plane. That's where they exist. So they can't escape there. But what happens is that they are using these organic portals, these empty vessels, empty souls to perform mass rituals. You see death all over the place. They are performing mass ritual on the people. So most of the things you see in the society are not free as you think. Most of them are induction. Most of them are opening portals for these entities trapped in the underworld, in the lower astral plane, right? In the abyss, to manifest in the physical plane for more and more and more and more control, and to causing more and more havoc. So whenever you hear them talking about the Philosopher's Stone, know they are talking about this age. This age is the age that will give them that Philosopher's Stone they are looking up for. The perfection of human using digital technology, the augmentation of human, the turning humans into cybernetic organism or cyborg that will be linked to artificial system forever. In 2014, they have developed a device called nanoelectric finite device, nanoelectric finite machine or device. And what this system will do is to link your prefrontal cortex. Your neocortex is a part of your brain that thinks. They want to link it to the cloud. You see what they're dreaming. Digitalization of humans is their supreme goal, is their final goal. What happens when your neocortex, your prefrontal cortex, is being linked to the cloud? Now you no longer need cell phone in your hand. Now you're connected cybernetically and digitally. Why is this important? Because in few years we see that AI will dominate the society and humans will be like robots. Humans will be like robots hooked up to artificial system. It means that free will is gone. It means that your soul imprint will be imprisoned. It means that you're no longer human, you will be cybernetic organism, right? Trapped in the 3D reality in a virtual augmented reality. That is their goal because that is their heaven. These people cannot go to heaven. They can't leave the abyss. I'm talking of deep occult now. I'm talking of deep occult knowledge. They cannot leave the abyss. They cannot leave the lower astral plane. They are confined there for eternity. And they want to create the physical, dense material world as their heaven. They want to go to heaven using digital means, but they can't. They can't. So they are trying. And they need you. I'm going to say it again. They need you here. As much as they love to kill people, to using all means, war, chemical means, or any means you name it, they like to reduce population, but they don't want to exterminate everybody because they understand your soul is what sustains them in the physical realm. Remember, fallen angels have been cut off from the original divine creator. And how do they feed? They have been disconnected from life. How do they feed? Your soul is still connected to prime creator. So your soul is how they feed. They need you here, right? If you're a materialist, you might not understand what I'm saying because a lot of people are materialists. Like, oh, I don't believe in all this superstition because you don't just know what you don't know. That is how the world is governed. That is how the world is. And secret societies are not modern. They are ancient. Thousands of years they've existed upon this planet. They've ruled the world. They gave you all the knowledge you have. And that is why I make emphasis to living the three-dimensional kind of thinking alone. Living the three-dimensional reality alone and expanding your mind to this other multi-dimensional aspect of reality where we belong. We are like onions. We have the physical body, also the astral body, also the spiritual body, right? Also the emotional body. There are layers of our existence, but we only focus on this physical manifest reality, which is the densest, which is the dumbest, right? Your physical body is the dumbest, is the densest, right? And your physical body, your brain is only a transducer. Your brain is like a biological computer downloading waves and frequency information from the multi-dimensional reality. Maybe we can talk about that sometime in the future. So in ancient world, even if you go back to ancient Egypt, you know they talked about alchemy, right? If you go back to ancient Sumeria, you encounter the talk about alchemy by secret societies. In ancient Sumeria culture or society, we have the story of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Who is a Gilgamesh? Gilgamesh was a king / god, man god who was looking for immortality. The immortality is what these people have been looking for a very long time. That is what they hide in the concept of the Holy Grail, in the concept of the Philosopher's Stone, right? That is what they conceal. They're looking for that Holy Grail, or what they call the blood of the Christ, When you hear the secret society people talk about the blood of the Christ, they are talking of the search for digital immortality. And this new age is when they will finally attain that digital immortality, because artificial intelligence or AI will provide them that means. And that is why if you have soul, don't always move with these people, because they are low dimensional beings. They are parasites. Their place is in the abyss. Unlike you can escape. If you have soul, of course, you can escape and go to the higher eon or the upper eon. They can't, because they've been shut off from there, and they want to make you part of them here, so that they will continue to feed off of your soul and off of your consciousness. So we see, I'm not going to call the name because I don't want my video to be removed, but you see that again, they're initiating this new age with a global reaction. There's something globally going on right now, something globally going on, and it is mass ritual. It is mass ritual. I'm not saying this as a fan. I've done extensive research and I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It is mass global ritual going on by the controllers of the three-dimensional reality, because they understand what time it is. It is you that is sleeping, you that is dumb, and they keep feeding you false information through the medias and frightening you, and you bought into the lies and the fear. And now they are winning, and they will condition the world the way they do, because millions of people souls are sleeping and they're not waking up. So it is okay to think. It is okay to reject the system. It is okay to question the assumptions you've been indoctrinated since you were born. It is okay to question your teachers. It is okay to question your mama, your daddy. It's okay to question your peer group, your classmates. It's okay to search for the truth. And when you find the truth and your pastor, your professor is teaching you something that is lies, you tell them to go to hell. Right? Again, this is the primordial wave, and I am the wisdomizer. Stay awake, stay informed, and stay connected to your true self, and disconnect yourself from the artificial matrix and the systems of control.